Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Brief appearance by the Pope. I'm Deborah Valentine, Fox News. Over 200,000 Catholics packed St. Peter's Square in Vatican City to celebrate Easter Sunday. Pope Francis greeted the crowd from the balcony following the main service.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona Pasqua.
Dear brothers and sisters, happy Easter.
Pope Francis did not preside over Easter Mass. The pontiff is still recovering following his hospitalization for double pneumonia. Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen recently traveled to El Salvador in an effort to push for the return of a legal immigrant and suspected MS-13 gang member Kilmar Abrego Garcia to the U.S. Senator Van Hollen tells Fox's News Sunday with Shannon Bream that he isn't vouching for the man, but rather his right to due process.
They never affirmatively found that he was a member of MS-13. They never, of course, charged him with any crime. And what the judge ultimately did in the immigration case was say that his life would be at risk from other gangs, if he was returned to El Salvador, which is why he got a work permit.
The Department of Homeland Security recently released records of a temporary protective order his wife filed against him in 2021 in an effort to show a violent history. A suspect was shot and killed. An officer involved a shooting at the National Harbor in a Washington, D.C. suburb today. Police say they were responding to a stabbing at an apartment. Officers discovered two victims, a man and a woman suffering from critical stab wounds. Police say they were able to identify the alleged attacker. Officers found the suspect a few hours later, still armed with a knife. He was hospitalized but later died. The two stabbing victims are in critical condition. America's listening to Fox News.
It is time to take the quiz.
It's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We ask people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
Take the quiz every day at thequiz.fox. Then come back here to see how you did.
Thank you for taking the quiz.
The partisan debate over President Trump's plans for the economy continues as Republicans look to move forward on his desired one big, beautiful bill. Fox's Kevin Uretsky has the details.
Democratic House Leader Hakeem Jeffries, appearing on ABC's This Week, said that the president has not fulfilled his campaign promise to lower prices.
Housing costs are too high, grocery costs are too high, utility costs are too high, child care costs are too high.
Jeffries adding that the GOP's plans would also significantly impact Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Texas Republican Congressman Brandon Gill, appearing on Fox's Sunday Morning Futures, said spending will be cut, and that when it comes to social programs,
we've got welfare that our federal government is giving to illegal aliens. We need work requirements for welfare to begin with.
The proposed legislation would also make the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
U.S. and Iranian officials met Saturday for a second round of nuclear talks with another meeting scheduled later this week. Fox's Madeline Rivera has the latest.
Iranian officials say the next round of talks will be happening Saturday back in Oman. So it would appear conversations in Rome were productive enough to head to that next step. Oman's foreign ministry also weighing in. A spokesperson saying the next phase of discussions will aim to seal a fair, enduring, and binding deal, which will ensure Iran completely free of nuclear weapons and sanctions and maintaining its ability to develop peaceful nuclear energy. It's the last part of that statement that'll likely raise some eyebrows because just on Tuesday, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who's leading the talks for the U.S., shared this on X. He said Iran must stop and eliminate its nuclear enrichment and weaponization program.
The Trump administration is standing firm on its belief that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. I'm Deborah Valentine. This is Fox News.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas. And now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're going to go fast.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical-grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician, who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
With everything that's happening internationally now and around the world, and that's thanks to our regular news updates that we get started with in the morning. I want to say good morning to everybody who's tuned in on this beautiful Monday morning. That's right, you survived Lent. You made it through the Easter holiday, and you probably got a lot of food in you yesterday, because I know I did, for sure. And I know that part of our deal was we had a Easter egg hunt at the house, and one of the items that was in there was we had all these coins with all these different things that the kids could win. Yes, our kids are not too old for Easter egg hunt. And it was a full-on, full-contact competition. No kidding about it. They were, I mean, when you have to tell your kids, hey, calm down, this is Easter egg hunting. No pushing. But one of the things that we got last night was a pizza party. No kidding. And Keone cashed that coin in right away. And he said he wanted a pizza from Godfather's, and he wanted a pepperoni. So perfect night for me, too. I absolutely love it. We were out there. We did the same thing as everybody else. Get up. Well, on Good Friday, we went up to Mount Tapochow. It's a lot closer for us now, so that was fantastic. It was amazing to go up there and see everybody, thousands of people going up to Mount Tapachow and then hoisting the cross, bringing it up is incredible. But then getting it up to the top and then setting that up, wow, that was just amazing. I've seen it done a lot, but every year, just seeing the guys that and the guys that are growing older alongside you, they're up there doing it and being the guys doing it. It was really great to see. No, I did not get involved in there, but I did shoot some video of it. I know you guys were able to see it because we have it posted, and a bunch of you guys were able to check it out, and it was really cool. So thank you for watching that, but more importantly, thank you for supporting all the folks who are out there doing it. And it's great to hear the feedback from all those folks who don't live here or can't make it up there. By the way, that's not an easy drive or an easy walk when you're going up there at all. So we're happy to put that stuff up there so you guys can see it as well. But mainly, again, it's for the folks who don't live here anymore. People who are from here, but they're part of the diaspora, right? They're out there living their lives somewhere else these days. And, they eventually, maybe they'll get back home. But in the meantime, they're not here, and they still want to be able to see something from back home, remember a little bit about what it was like, and so we're happy to be able to bring that to you. Anyway, today, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter show because there's something exciting happening in the Marianas. Micronesian Air Cargo Services is transitioning to Micronesian Air Connections, and they're still going to be doing cargo, but they're going to start doing passengers. So today, there's 2 planes fully outfitted and ready to go. One's going to be with a bunch of business folks and politicians. The other one's going to be with a bunch of media slugs like me. So I'm going to be on there. So we're going to be broadcasting live from their terminal, their hangar, at 9 o'clock today. So you'll be able to see that. We'll be on a little bit earlier. And then we're going to take you with us. You might not be able to fly to stream it live the whole way. I mean, come on, we can't do it, right? There's not Wi-Fi on the plane the whole way. If there was, then we could do that for you. But we're at least going to get you on the plane with us so you can see what it looks like and everything. And I know you saw that already, but we're flying to Rota, and then we're going to be on the ground in Rota. They said a half an hour. I don't think it's going to be a half an hour. I think what's going to happen, there's going to be a big ceremony there. I bet it's at least an hour. Then people are going to give everybody a bunch of gifts and stuff like that for all the folks from Rota, and then we go back. So I don't think it's a half an hour. I think we're back here by 12:30, 1 o'clock. They said 11. I have serious doubts. So anyway, that's a great question. Tobot says, where are they boarding the passengers from? Their hangar or at the commuter? They're doing all of it from their hangar. Yeah, so their office is where you get your ticket and where you board the plane, right there at the MAX terminal, or at the MAX hangar. So they're doing all that stuff. So the regular hangar's not built yet, and excuse me, as I yawn massively, the regular terminal is not built yet. It's not finished, and then the other one doesn't really have space for them, I guess. So that's what they're going to end up doing. They're going to board everything just from MAX. So you'll have to see that. We'll show you how that goes. I mean, that's what we're going to be doing. Good morning to all you guys out there. Tobak, good to see you, my brother. Bruce Camacho. Dude, you had the already great question in the morning. Brad, will you be covering WrestleMania? Covering it? Hell, I'm in it. Juan Hooker, good morning. Thanks for coming in and tuning in this morning. Great to see you. Louisa, great to see you. I hope you and Chuck and the family had a great Easter. Eric Mofnas, my brother, great to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in and being there whenever we have anything going on. And great to see all you guys. Patrick Lazama, good morning. Good to see you. Lou, you donut person. Yes, I'll take a bunch of donuts. You're asking how many. I don't know. I'll just take I can't eat that many, but I'll take a bunch. I mean, 10 maybe? I mean, 20? It's something like that. I can't eat all of them. Yeah, no kidding, Tobot. That was a long week, man. That week was super, super long. Yeah, you know what? Customs doesn't have to do their jobs so much over there at the other place. You know why? Because right now, Max is only flying to Rota. So just going back and forth to Rota, you don't need to do anything. That's pretty easy. So that's it for them. Just going back and forth to Rota. Now, they have plans. They're going to go to Guam, and then they're going to go to Tinian and all that other stuff. But right now, they're just going with Rota. So we'll enjoy that today. Mariano Iglesias, great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really great to see you guys. All right, now we only have so much show today because that's going to happen at 9, and we can't just show up there at like 8:50. We got to be there pretty early. I have plenty of Fanini arrivals. Reminds me of a joke. What do you call a fruit bat that likes to have a good time? A funny he. Ba-dum-bum. Hey, good morning. Travis Jones, good morning. If you guys like Travis Jones, this is your week too, because there is Sip Happens happening this week. Man, remind me, I got to call you. There's somebody in town who should absolutely be on Sip Happens this week. He is the Guam food guy, Ken Stewart. He just happens to be in town the same time as we're doing Sip Happens this week. You guys, if you haven't met him for Last Shot Bar, you guys need to know this guy because he's amazing. And he's got to hook up with everything you're going to need at the bar. But he's also a great guy. The guy's been around a long time. He's got a great personality, and he's not afraid to talk on in front of a camera. So it's great to have it. Love to have him on here. Yeah, Sip Happens is happening this week. That's one. You know what else is happening this week? NM Posse is going to be in this week to do Advocacy Amplified. That'll be an afternoon show. But we also have another late afternoon show happening this week as well. It kicks off tomorrow. It's going to be Off the Hill with Representative Marissa Flores. She is hosting a show with us here at the NMI News Service. And the cool thing is, her first guest is going to be our U.S. Congresswoman, Kimberly King Hines. So you're going to be able to see her tomorrow. That's going to be outstanding. Yeah, some buzzed guests. Definitely for Sip Happens, no doubt. People are going to be enjoying that. The people are going to enjoy the drinks. The Margarita Tower from Last Shot Bar, which is, I don't know what they put in it. I know it's margaritas, but it's not weak margaritas. They do not make it, it's not like milk. Like this is like real deal Holyfield kind of stuff. Speaking of Sip Happens, I'm enjoying my espresso. Wait, can you see it very well on the camera? There you go. A little bit, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna. I'm going too close. Oh, there you go. Samsung Espresso. Enjoying this morning. My gosh, these guys are delicious. This is the mocha that they gave me. I've got the mocha and the vanilla, both delicious. I don't know if I'm like partial to one or the other. I think I kind of like the mocha a little bit more. I like the chocolate. I gotta tell you, I do. I'm a plain coffee guy. I am an Americano guy, but man, that is that's the one I get. I like this one out of these drinks. They're fantastic. So there's another way of getting buzzed with caffeine. All right, so this is funny. By the way, had a conversation. We had the ship come in yesterday. Last week. And it was the USS Curtis Wilbur. Boy, did we have a great time. Man, hold on, let me put this up. We got to host them for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce and for our local VFW Saipan Post 3457. What a great event it was, so much fun. But we saw them taking off. They left yesterday. Imagine, that's something, being in the military. While we were enjoying Easter, they were doing big time work. It wasn't even an Easter weekend for them where they would get to enjoy it and everything like that. They had to, let loose the lines, and they're out at work. They're out at sea. They left yesterday morning to go out there. So that's one of the reasons why we thank these guys and give them a lot of love when they come in, because we know that what they have to do, they don't get to enjoy it like we do. That's part of the service. That's part of the sacrifice. The sacrifice isn't just what happens if you get hurt or something like that, but you're giving up what you would probably rather do in life so that everyone can do what they would rather do in life, at least in our country. So it's great to them. So fair winds and following seas to the crew of the USS Curtis Wilbur, and thank you for coming to Saipan. What a great group. What a great group. These guys were a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun in Saipan. They had nothing but great stuff to say about us. and we asked them for some feedback. And after they left, can you tell us more about like how you think we could do better? How we can, what could Saipan do better to welcome ships and then to make you guys feel more welcome? And what kind of activities? What did you know? But they did talk about what they see about Saipan, about the businesses that are closed and the buildings that are vacant and all that. And they said, a lot of them said, like, I bet this place was great when it was in full swing. And you know what? They're right. It was great when it was in full swing. It's still great now, but, we need some more love. We're not done with Saipan. We're going to turn this thing around and we're going to be great, but they did have a good time. One of the conversations I had there was with one of my friends, Kathy. Not my Kathy, a different Kathy. And we were talking about a website that I had forgotten about for a long time. It's where they do the grades for the national flags, like the flags of the world. And I don't know if you guys remember these things. I do. And it was hilarious. I have not seen this website in a long time. And so I'm like, I put it on my calendar. I'm like, we're going to talk about this on Monday. So let's do this. So anyway, I've got it here. Let me get it on the screen for you so you guys can see what I'm looking at. This is, excuse me. This is so ridiculous. But it is hilarious. So let's do that. I'm going to try to resize this a little bit. All right. Did you ever see this? It's the world's flags. This guy gave the world's flags letter grades. I found this little chestnut at least 10 years ago. And I love it. Like right there, like Gambia. Here, let's see if I can't get this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit more clear. That'll definitely do it. Here, I'm going to slide this over. Transition. Here, I got to move my, I got to make my camera a little bit smaller. There you go. These are the flags as graded. And one of the things that we can be proud of here in the CNMI is that we did better than Guam. That's the most important part. So Gambia is looking pretty good according to this guy. He says, great design and color choice. Also represents the geography of the country without being a map. Okay, sounds good. I like it. So Gambia gets an A+. They only get worse from there. They all go down. So Gambia, according to this guy, Gambia's got the best flag. First of all, you could throw it in your comments. Let us know who you think's got the best before we even get there. Some of them are funny. Like Japan, a classic, simple, to the point. All right, Somalia is not too bad. He's like, I think this one beats Vietnamese by just a little, owing to superior color choice and a smaller star. I like how Pakistan, he said, the best use of the star and crescent. Unfortunately, it depicts something astronomically impossible, namely the eclipse of the moon by a star. But perhaps it's not a star, but a nuclear satellite weapon aimed at India. Oh my gosh, this guy's brutal. South Africa, color's a little eye-jarring, but overall very nice design. All right, so let's go down and see where we're at. Notice we haven't seen the United States at all yet, but it's the commentary that makes it the best. Like Congo, this is one whose capital is Kinshasa. All right, so hold on. Not very original, but at least an improvement on the U.S. flag. That's what they're saying of Liberia. And he also flagged it for plagiarism. China saying they flagged them for too many stars. Let's see, let's keep going. Like Morocco, apart from the colors, this is a nice design. Pentagram is a bit adolescent, though. Just awful. All right, we're still looking for us. Where are we? Where do we fall? Where's the CNMI? We're scrolling through all of these. Let's keep going. Oh, FSM. FSM's got us beat pretty good. They got a B-. Wait, since when is a 66 out of 100 a B-? That's what I want to know. Also, doesn't Niger look a whole lot like India? All right, we'll keep going. All right. We're still looking for us. PNG's doing pretty good. They're beating us on this guy's flag rating of flags. Yeah, Norfolk Island. It says, looks nice, but too obviously inferior ripoff of Canada's flags. There's a lot of flags over here in the 60s. Peru, I thought Peru's flag had a llama in there somewhere. Not sure what happened. All right, still looking for us. Bangladesh got us beat too. They got a C+. I remember, there's the U.S. It says, if one is good, 50 must be just right. Talking about the stars, saying it's too busy. So the United States gets a C+ on this guy's rating. All right, Nauru, we know about Nauru. Not pretty bad. They said it looks more like a corporate logo with a good shape. All right, Nepal, they don't like the shape. That's the actual shape of the flag, by the way. Like that little whop, 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 whop. The little splices. Palau, they're in there. They gave it plagiarism. I'm guessing that's because of Japan or Bangladesh, just different colors. I like Saudi Arabia. They put in there that it's got weapons. Samoa, they give Samoa, not American Samoa, Samoa, C+. Let's go for some more folks in our area. Cook Islands got 50. Philippines, you guys got a 55. It says you guys got too many stars. How do you feel about that? All right, Australia, colonial nonsense. They give you that because you got the Union Jack in the top left. Same with New Zealand right next to it. And they look pretty similar. Those two look like exactly the same except for the color of the stars. And there's two extra little stars in there missing. All right, let's keep going. We're still looking for folks in our neighborhood. We're now getting into the D's. Oh, there's the Marshalls. Marshall says it looks like an airline logo. Man, not kind. All right, here we go. We're still going. All right, looking for folks in our neck of the woods. We still haven't got the Guam or the CNMI. Oh, there's Fiji. Features a picture of a lion rolling a cigarette. Yogi, Samisi, that's for you guys. I love it. All right, let's keep going. Check it out, these flags. Niue, worst color scheme of any flag derived from the Union Jack. I think that's fair. American Samoa says, given the awfulness of the other U.S. design flags, they have had a lucky escape. Okay, there you go. All right, still zipping through. There's Guam. Oh no, Guam beat us. I thought we beat Guam. No, it says name of the country written on the flag is in ugly typeface. Notice that the M of Guam is much larger than the other letters. I have given this a high grade. I have given this a high grade because it would actually make quite a nice tea towel. Okay. Virgin Islands with 6, and we're in last place. It says appears to have been constructed from clip art. Truly awful. How? These bastards. You guys are spared from this. Hold on. I got to raise up this. Hold on. I got to move it over. That's why you can't see it. Here. This is what they gave us. We get the last place. These rat bastards. They give us a 2 out of 100. We only have 3 items on the flag. They said it's too busy. We got a Laddie Stone, a star, and a more. Why is that too busy? I love it, though. I bet a lot of people, it says originally created by Josh Parsons, and it's maintained here in tribute. All right, well, let's see where these things go. Josh Parsons, who is he? Oh, no, he died? Oh, crap. Sorry, Josh. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. He is a PhD. He had a position in Oxford. Oh, my God. This dude. He then held a postdoctoral fellowship at the University of St. Andrews, followed by appointments at UC Davis, Otago University, Oxford University. He resigned his position at Oxford in 2016 in order to pursue an alternative career path.
a choice which he discussed in a blog post, but he always maintained his deep love of philosophy. Anyway, it's too bad that he passed away. And I feel bad about talking crap about him. But he didn't absolutely love our flag, so maybe I can get a pass on that. Well, there's some other folks who rated the worst flags of the world, and we're not there. Here's the 10 worst according to stuff.com.New Zealand. And they say, sure, our flag's ugly, but Australia's is worse. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Belize, Mauritius, Australia. Okay, they put the flags in the wrong places. Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Rwanda, Kazakhstan. Yeah, this is the formatting's off. South Sudan. Yeah, so their formatting's off. Like they put the picture of the flag with the wrong country on this one. So we gotta take some of that with a little grain of salt. We can't give them a lot of credit. My favorite, I don't know if this site still exists, but there was a guy who did something that says, I draw better than your kid or something like that, right? I draw better than your kid. Or he rates your kid's drawings. I'm better than your kids. That's what it is. This is the guy who says, hey, I'm Maddox, a computer programmer, writer, author. I can spell, draw, and do math better than your kids. So I've taken the liberty to judge work done by children. I'll be assigning a grade A through F for each piece. So I will never get married. He's like, what you lack in talent, you will make up for in wisdom. Prescient. This is the this looks sad. This is a picture of George Bush in his shower. I'm gonna go past that. In 100 years, I will give Jesus bread, butter, and raspberry jelly, and some blue fish with heads. I don't know. All right. Anyway, this one was. It was funnier than I think I remembered it funnier than it really is. All right. I'll get past that. Anyway, guys, it's 8 o'clock this morning, and today, again, is when we're going to take that first flight on Max. But let's talk about this real quick because we're going to blow out of here and head up to the airport to get ready for this next flight. But have you guys heard about this? Because this is a real deal thing. Regal Cinemas is closing. Regal Cinemas is closing. If you didn't hear it, Regal Cinemas, Saipan, is closing. Are they going to open up a new one? Is it going to be a different company? I was there. I was talking with them last week. They've got my card. They're just not able to give any comments about it. But they've already told the staff, the whole team, that they are closing April 30th. So if you want to go and watch movies at the theaters in Saipan, now's the time to do it because it's going to be closed April 30th. This is confirmed. This is not a rumor. They're not issuing anything. I'm telling you, I have confirmed this. This is 100% verifiable. Regal Cinemas, Saipan, is closing April 30th. Now, we heard about this last week. We had a lot going on last week, but I was waiting. I didn't want to make a big deal about it until I spoke with their manager, who hasn't given me a call yet. So, but that's the official deal. I wanted to give them a chance to come out and chat it up a little bit, maybe talk about anything else about it. And it's sad, but I can tell you that their employees already know about it. That's why I'm okay with. I'm not breaking the news for their staff. Their staff knows. They know what the deal is, so it's official. But yeah, Regal Cinemas is closing. I know, John. That's right. Les from YMY, thanks for tuning in. But I'm of the same thing. I'm really sad that it's closing because remember when we lost our movie theaters? Was it 2008? I think it was awful. That's one of the reasons. I remember Carlene Rages saying that was the final straw on why she decided to leave Saipan. Because she was so happy when we got that movie theater, when it was Hollywood Theater. By the way, Hollywood Theater sign is still up there. It never did say Regal Cinema outside.
So that is a sad one for us. Duty free, now movie theaters. Yeah, well, I mean, duty free. You know, the thing is, duty free was the place that I would go to get like fancy gifts for some folks. You know, like my wife, I would get her some fancy perfume or some fancy stuff. But other than that, I wasn't a real big duty free shopper. Although we do have friends who work there who got us great deals on really good coffee. You know, that Godiva coffee. Oh my God, stuff's awesome. But it wasn't, I never really thought of duty free as a local place. You know, I mean, it's a place that's here, but I never thought of it as a local place. The movie theaters, on the other hand, like that's 100% a local place. Like that's our place. That's the place we would go to. Yeah. So I wonder if it's just Saipan or if it's like worldwide, nationwide, if it's a trend, because, you know, the movies, remember, movies took a big hit from the pandemic, and people all were forced to get their entertainment elsewhere. People got bigger TVs, people have better sound systems. Watching it at home, you don't have to pay $1 million for all the food, or you don't have to sneak your food in, and for the drinks. So watching the movie, I still love the theater experience, no doubt about it. But like even a couple of years ago, Regal was closing down a lot. They were closing down a lot of theaters. Here, let's USA theater closures. Let's see what we got here. It said the American theater industry lost 2,638 screens between 2022 and 2023, the worst slump in the last 30 years, since theaters shuttered over 4,800 in 2020. Now, here's a story at 2025. Here we go. This is from Maryland. There's a whole bunch of stories about the fall of movie theaters nationwide. This story says, while movie theaters closed nationwide, Maryland's independent theaters survived, so that's pretty cool. But how about everywhere else? I know it costs a lot of money. You got to have all the equipment, and then you got to get them in here and everything. And the way that the movie theaters make their money is by their sales, not the ticket sales. It's by the stuff that you get at the theater. Like when you buy the food there. That's why everything's so expensive there, because they try to make all their money on that. But it's so expensive, so nobody ends up buying anything from there. That's the hard part about all that stuff. That's why people sneak in their stuff. Don't tell me it doesn't. I mean, that's exactly what happens. Everybody don't pretend you don't. I'm just scrolling through a bunch of stories about movie theaters and closing. Here's another one about movies are still struggling to climb back. Regal Cinemas. This one I found first when I was searching this up last week. That they were closing. They closed 40 theaters in the beginning of 2023. Regal did. But I wonder if there's more. Let's see. See if there's another one. Regal Cinema closures is the way that they like to put it. Cinema closures 2025. See if anything, because it says Regal Theaters upgrade plan for 2025. Thanks, Reddit. We're going the other direction apparently here in Saipan. Regal to close 6. No, that's 2023. Yeah, there's another one that closed earlier this year. This story, again, there's a lot of stories of it from 2 years ago, but onesie-twosies the other way. Said, I remember a press release, like 30 or so planned theater renovations coming in the next year. That was at the beginning of this year's. And so I think they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. But again, Regal's not going to be keeping us open here. They're going to be closing us by the end of this month. So go out there and check them out now while you can. Bruce says, this is all Snow White's fault. Yep, I know. Well, it says, same here. I love the theater experience. Even started a collection of limited edition cups that they would sell for certain movies. Still got my cups. Man, I'll tell you, I love it. You know what I really like, though?
I liked when we went to Thailand, the movie theaters that they have there are freaking amazing. You can get a full-on recliner that it's almost lays down to a bed. They give you a pillow. They give you a blanket. They'll bring you table service. They'll bring you drinks. You can bring your own drinks from the whole big shopping mall, the food court with you in there. They'll bring you, like you get those VIP seats. Again, they'll bring you like your wine, your beer, your beverages. They'll bring it right to you. And you're kind of walled off too in your own little section. That would have been really awesome if we had here, but it's not cheap. Like those are the expensive ones, right? Those are the real expensive seats. And when you buy your tickets there, you buy them digitally. You buy them on, and you pick it's assigned seating and everything. You pick your seats. So this is a sad one for Saipan, that we are going to lose Regal Cinemas. We'll try to get more from them later this week. But when we went there, it's 100% confirmed from their team. It is closing. April 30th is the end of it for our theater experience from Regal. So it was fun while it lasted, Regal Cinemas. Thanks for coming in here and giving us that experience. Now we're going to have to get that movie-style popcorn out of a box in a microwave. That was over the summer, that was like the best aircon place. All right, guys. Well, we are going to wrap it up a little bit today because we're heading up to the airport, and we got to be there for the MAX flight. We're flying to Rota, so you'll see us live in a little bit for this press conference that's going to be going on up there, and when we. You'll see us for the press conference, and you'll see us get on the flight, and then we'll cut it off because we're going to lose service. And then we'll be live again when we get to Rota, and that'll be pretty neat. So it's an exciting day. Micronesian Air Cargo turning into Micronesian Air Connections, and we'll be in the air for that with you guys today. All right, so that's what we got for you. We're going to come back. We'll be live all day, and then we got stuff all week. It's going to be the craziest week for us, guys. Nothing but content. We got a lot of great guests for the morning shows. We've got a lot of shows that are coming in for the evening, and it's just nonstop for us. So we'll see you guys again in just a few minutes from the Saipan International Airport. Well, we'll see you from the MAX terminal over there in up at the hill. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we gotta discuss. Happy day, Tirawami and greetings. To Rota, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news. From a beautiful place with Pacific views. It's always so much fun on Good Morning Mariana.